I'd like to call to order North Aurora Village Board meeting of Monday, July 1st, 2019. It will start with a silent prayer and meditation. Please join me at Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Mayor Berman?
Here.
Trustee Gaffino?
Here.
Trustee Lowry?
Here.
Trustee Curtis? Here. Trustee Gately?
Here.
No audience comments. Trustee comments? Consent agenda.
Move to approve. Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Under new business, Mr. Bosco, item number 1.
Thank you, Mayor. Item number 1 on the agenda tonight is the Class 2 brewery license. It's a license that's held by Hardware right now. And basically what happened was when we were redoing our liquor license for the year, we were going through some things, especially when we started writing the new microbrewery license. And we determined that Hardware had been paying for 2 liquor licenses for the last 3 years when they really only need 1 liquor license. So at the last board meeting, we actually put it on the bills list and we issued $9,000 back to Hardware for their overpayment over the last 3 years, ultimately leading us to having a Class 2 license where we have 1 on the books that really doesn't need to be there. So what this is doing is just reducing the number of Class J2 brewery licenses down to 1. From 1 to 0. Does nothing for Hardware because they have a J1 license, which is their brew pub license, and that's the only license they need.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion? Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
Trustee Gately?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Item 2, Steve.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Item number 2 is it's a resolution to join the Metropolitan Mayor's Greenest Region Compact. This is an initiative that several municipalities in this region and throughout the Chicagoland area have joined already. This is the Metropolitan Mayor's Caucus is a group that is set up by the City of Chicago to meet with the councils of governments of the major collar counties. This is an initiative where basically you sign up and they give you, I have a packet with me of all the options where you have different categories where basically you look to be more green. So buying vehicles, buying chemicals for cleaning, doing anything in the village, it just gives you some guidelines for things that you can do to try to be a greener community. There's no obligation to do anything. It's just that it's more of us joining a compact saying that we would look into these guidelines and utilize them when we think they're reasonable.
Motion approved. Second.
Is there a fee to join and no?
No. There used to be, this is the second go of it. They used to have this is actually called the Greenest Region Compact 2. I believe the first one was just the Greenest Region Compact. And then they used to have goal levels. And so to be a member of this, you had to achieve a certain amount of green initiatives to basically get bronze level, silver level, so on. So basically there was a little cost associated with the fact that you had to do those initiatives to stay in a status of a certain type. This one doesn't have any reporting requirements. This is us just saying that we'd like to join this group and look at some of the green options they have, and when we have options to utilize them, we can. Truth is, we're probably utilizing a whole bunch of them already.
It's just a pledge, basically.
It's a pledge that we'll look at it.
Thank you.
Any other discussion?
No.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Gaffino?
Yes.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis?
Yes.
And Trustee Gately?
Yes.
And item 3, Mr. Bosco.
Item number 3 is it's securing an Army donation display item through a federal program through the U.S. military. Basically what it is the Lions Club reached out to the village. They would like us to pursue having a piece of equipment at the North Aurora Veterans Memorial. The Veterans Memorial is obviously not only owned by the village, but to be part of this program, you have to have a municipality or a government agency be the applicating group. So at this point, once we heard that the Lions Club was interested, we did some research, and we have the application process. And what it is you essentially pass a resolution stating that you're going to incur any of the costs associated with demilitarizing the equipment and having it transported to the site, and that you'll have it displayed under whatever guidelines they make you sign up with when they offer you an item. At this point, the application has categories in it. So the village, based on the feedback we got from the Lions Club, we're looking for a piece of towed artillery. And then what that would mean is we'd also have categories of cost. You can either select up to $1,000 as your maximum cost that you're willing to spend, up to $10,000, or unlimited. Right now, we're assuming that we'll do up to $10,000 in cost to demilitarize the piece and transport it, which would be an additional cost. Now, that doesn't mean we're going to spend $10,000. It just simply means that anywhere from $1,000 to $10,000 in that range, if a piece of equipment becomes available, they'll reach out to us and say, we have a piece of equipment, it's going to cost $3,000 or $5,000, depending on the piece. The village has the opportunity at that time to review the piece offered, and they can make a decision then whether or not to accept it. If you don't accept a piece in this program within the three-year table, you have to renew your application. There's a chance that you might not even get a piece of equipment offered to you in 3 years. It's very selective. They don't have a lot of pieces. According to the application process, it says that they don't always have them available. So this is just getting our name in a pipeline, essentially, and saying that we're willing to spend up to this amount so that we can review them when they come to us.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Discussion?
I got a question. So where does it come from? Like the military?
The application allows you to, the program's through the U.S. Army, and the application allows you to select, because of the transportation cost, you can actually select, I don't care where it comes from in the country, I want it only in my state, or I want it in my region. We're kind of just going, the mayor and the staff had talked, and we're kind of just going the middle of the road. So we're doing the middle category in expenses. We're doing the region, not the state, not the country. We're going to look for something within the region.
The U.S. Army. That's what. Okay.
Yes.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
And we don't have to take it if it looks like it's not what we want, or we can't get the money. Lions Club is willing to help and pay this, so. Any other discussion?
No.
Clerk, call the roll, please.
Trustee Lowry?
Yes.
Trustee Covino?
Yes.
Trustee Curtis? Yes. Trustee Gately?
Yes.
I have no old business. I have nothing to say as village president. Committee reports? Any trustee comments? Mr. Administrator?
Just one comment. I know that we've had some interest from the board on the North Aurora Smiles project, and the fact that it's been active for almost a year. I've spoken to a couple of the trustees and the mayor about this issue, and just a quick update. We have been working with the person on site there who is acting as coordinator of all the contractors, and the village has set up a meeting with them in about a week and a half from now, and that is to sit down with us and the owners, I believe, and the architect and the contractor, and try to get a better handle on where they're at in their process, how much work has to be done still, and what their next steps are, so that it's coordinated and hopefully we can help them move along. It's been a long project.
Just seemed to drag on. And
It'll get done.
yeah. Okay.
Village Department reports. Mr. Hanna, Finance.
No report, sir.
Community Development, Mr. Toth.
No report.
Police, Chief Fisher.
No report, sir.
And Public Works, Mr. Laskowski.
No report, thank you.
We do not have an executive session. I entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? That's our meeting.
Very good.
Yeah, we got things to do, right?
Quickest.